Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I will be showing you how to CAD or use a CADing software in the simplest way possible. So today I'm just going to be using Tinkercad, which is a very simple and easy to know CADing software. But anyway, let's just get into it. I don't really use Tinkercad when I use my home computer. I usually use Inventor, which is a bit more complicated, but I can probably do a video on it later. But you're going to want to press create your first design, and you're going to be brought to a work plane. It's going to look something like this. Now ignore all this. We can get into this later. Now let's say today we want to build something, but you're not sure what exactly you want to build. So I'm not sure why you're CADing in the first place if you don't know what you want to build. But this is your work plane, as it says in the corner. I can't remember the controls. Okay, I remember. I'm better. So to move around, you want to hold right click to pivot, and then to move left and right, you want to hold shift while doing this. This is a computer program, so anyone who's like, oh, I want to do this on phone, I do believe there's an app for iPad, Tinkercad app. I'm not sure. I don't know how well that would work on touchscreen. But let's say we want to make a simple, maybe, how about a person? Like, we want to just make a little stick figure. First, you'd want to figure out how big you want it. I believe, let's just get a cylinder out here, and let's make it, okay, so currently it's 20 centimeters tall. So alright, so so let's say we want this to be a 4-inch tall figure. I'm from the United States, so 10.16. Alright, so that's kind of funky for a torso, so we're going to make this a bit smaller, and we want to make it uniform in shape, so let's make this 5 by 5. Let's make it a bit skinnier, because that kind of just looks like a big chunk. Okay, that's kind of thin. It works, it looks perfect, you know? Now, what are we going to do next? So we have our torso here, but it's just really, it's nothing. Like, we have nothing down. So let's raise this up a bit. Let's just copy it. Let's rotate it with this little dial right here. The closer you get to the center, the more snappy it is, but the closer you get out to the end, the more, I'd say, intuitive it is to move. And to move this piece, you see these little black buttons right here? Never mind. That's to make it bigger. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've used Tinkercad. I should probably say that as a disclaimer. Disclaimer, I don't use Tinkercad. Okay, so we don't want this. So we need to make this shorter. Let's make this 6. Bring it up to the 0. Said 0. Alright, now let's make this at a negative 22-degree angle. We can just drag it around like this, like I'm showing. Now you can copy it, do the same thing, but slightly. Well, let's make it have a 22.5-degree angle. Let's connect everything at the center. Okay, so I think I made a bit of an issue because these are slightly off. There, never mind. Now let's just drag this down till it's right there. I don't know why it's so, snap grid. So I have the snap grid to 1 millimeter. I might change that. I'm just gonna change it to 0.5. If you want it to be more snapped into place whenever you move it, I would definitely remember to keep that on. But if you want to be more precise and have a bit more detail, turning off the snap filter or snap grid, snap filter will be great for you if you want to add more detail. So we want to make some arms. I'm going to make this very simple, like as simple as possible. We're just going to make it look like that. Let's just... So he looks kind of dumb. He has some kind of really long, he has a really long arm. There we go. That's pretty down the middle. Now let's get his head. Now he isn't this big brain. That'd be something. So we're going to shrink this down to 5 by 5 by 5. Which is still, his head's a whopping giant. So we might make this down to like 3 by 3 by 3 maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just kind of messing around with the sizes. Yeah, 3 by 3 by 3 looks to be way better. So we're just going to put that ball on his head. Beautiful. Now, you're probably like, well, now what? We made our person. No, you think we're done? We think we're done. No. This, my friend, is not any person. He needs a name tag, because you think you can live without a name tag? So we're just going to make a pretty thin, small, for some reason outside of the confines of his Earth, name tag. So I'm going to put this just on his little stick torso. And I'm just winging the size here. Like I didn't have anything planned. Like I did not choose. I couldn't think of anything to build. I kind of just thought of this on the spot. But now we can know that our man here, if we go into our, I don't know if you guys have noticed the little window to the right next to all the shapes that's been popping up every time I click something. That is the details window, so you can like choose the details of everything. And now we know that this guy is named Gary. Alright, so now that we have Gary as name tag, maybe we could give him a face. So this little tool here is called the squiggle, and basically it allows you to draw whatever you want. I don't have a drawing pad, so and that's what it looks like. So let's just erase this. Obviously I'm not being too careful, because if this was a real CAD that I was doing, I would be doing way more. I would be taking a lot more time than I am now. But I don't care right now. So we are just going to make ourselves a face. Beautiful. Now, obviously, he can't put that on. His face is kind of tall. So let's just shrink it down. There we go. Now his face is appropriately face sized. And let's just rotate it with this little thing again. Little dial to a 90-degree angle. His face is definitely very long, so we should probably fix that. Let's bring it up. So we don't want his face there. That'd be kind of weird. Very weird. So his face, as you can see, is not in the most great spot. So let's just move this a bit more forward. So to move something up and down, as you can see, to keep you from moving it down, it always moves on a 2D plane unless you use this little thing right here. Okay, so we need to move his face up slightly more. Oh, just to let you know, this is a super simple CADing software. So if you want something a bit more like useful, I can totally show you some more useful items. But there's Gary. And now if I had a 3D printer, I could print out Gary. He probably wouldn't do the best because of his silly little feet right here. People probably wouldn't stand up unless they put, like... Let's say I wanted to make them real. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a small plate to put his feetsies on. Now, he's definitely not in the very center. I can't really tell. But I think Gary here would make a great action figure for Christmas. You could... All the little kids want Gary here. And let's give him a little dunce cap just for fun. Okay, so his head is 3x3, so we're just going to make that the case. Let's make this hat just like there. How about that? That looks funny. Now, there we go. Either he's a dunce or a wizard. I'm not too sure yet. Look at him. Look at that Gary. Look at Gary here. He likes his cat. Gary here. I don't know if he needs a hat, though. But yeah. So now, we can name this Gary the Model Guy. And we can... if we want to, we can go Your Creations, Create Shape. Now it's going to want you to select the piece. I did it backwards. I'm sorry, guys. So if you go to Your Creations and take the piece and you click Create Shape, name your shape. We're just going to name him Gary. Description. It's Gary. Tags. No, we're not going to. And he is a solid. And we're just going to make a multicolor. Or you know what, we'll just make him gray for now, so people can color him. And hole makes it so whenever you put this into another model, it creates a hole of the design, but he's a solid piece. And we're going to turn him in, and we're not going to lock his size. So now, say I need Gary again, you just place him down, place a bunch of different Garys down. We have infinite Garys from now on. They're all carbon copies of the original Gary. But yeah, that was how you CAD, explained by a guy that doesn't really know how to CAD. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.